AEW Dynamite is live coast to coast this Wednesday on TBS and Max. So will it be Deonna Purrazzo's time to feel the wrath of Harley Cameron, or will the virtuoso prevail? Plus, Don Callis has put a massive bounty on the head of Will Ospreay, and none other than the bad apple, Brian Keith, has stepped up to collect. Brian Keith, so dangerous for Will Ospreay, especially with the steel cage match against Kyle Fletcher at Revolution on the horizon. Can the bad apple collect the bounty this Wednesday night? And speaking of the Don Callis family, the Alpha Kenosuke Takeshita puts his international championship on the line against Orange Cassidy, and the winner of this match will face Kenny Omega at Revolution.
I am the Learning Tree.
We're back on Collision with the Ring of Honor World Title main event between two of the biggest names in professional wrestling. Let's go to the ring.
Your Collision main event is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit and is for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Introducing first, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 225 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, the Learning Tree, the Nueve, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho makes his third Ring of Honor World Title defense.
And conspicuous by their absence are Big Bill and the Bad Apple, Brian Keith. Could be a case of Jericho saying, watch and learn how it's done here tonight.
Or I'll see you later.
And the challenger from Torreon, Mexico, weighing 211 pounds, Bandito!
Bandito is a former Ring of Honor World Champion, held the title in 2021 for 152 days. He had 5 title defenses. Jericho had put a bounty on him, Excalibur, and no one really collected, especially Brian Keith, on the bounty.
Well, Chris Jericho said he was going to do it himself, but Bandito styming the Learning Tree at every single turn. And it was this past Monday at Ring of Honor's Global War Australia, where Bandito, alongside Los Outrunners, who seemed very familiar, but I digress, picked up a victory over Jericho, Big Bill, and Brian Keith. And it was Bandito that scored the pinfall on the Ring of Honor World Champion, JR.
Yeah, that was impressive, without question. Bandito has turned a lot of heads in the last few weeks, a lot of them.
Because Bandito, he had the wrist injury nearly 2 years ago, kept him out of action for, I'd say, close to about 20 months, right? And now he's recently returned and finds himself with an opportunity to reclaim this Ring of Honor World Championship, a title that Bandito was never beaten for. He had to vacate it.
Yeah, that was back in, we talked about 2021 at Final Battle, was unable to wrestle because of COVID protocols back then. Never beaten for the title, and here he is, a chance to win, and the fans are behind him here.
Of course, this is a Ring of Honor World Championship title match. It will be contested under Ring of Honor rules inside an AEW ring, largely the same, but importantly, for Jericho and Bandito, have to remember it's a 20 count on the floor.
That gives you a lot of time to play, I can tell you that. 20 counts, a lot different than a 10 count, Tony.
A lot of time to regroup too, and here we go.
And there we see Bandito extending the hand, very familiar with the rules of Ring of Honor. This is another distinction in ROH, the handshake, observing the code of honor between both competitors.
Not a bad idea, I don't think. Why not? What's going to hurt?
It's very apparent that Bandito is not intimidated by the legend that is Chris Jericho. And believe you me, in this wrestling business, it is a legend.
Chris Jericho, he already owns a victory over Bandito inside an AEW ring.
Come to the eye. Man, that's how you gain an unfair advantage quickly. Poke a guy in the eye.
2.5 years ago when Jericho was in his first reign as Ring of Honor World Champion, in the reign of the Ocho. He defeated Bandito in Bandito's AEW debut.
Bandito shoves him over with the legs. Running Larry at that time.
Bandito gets up very quickly, gets established very quickly, and then delivers the goods.
Well, one thing we know about Bandito, Excalibur, is that he is so strong for his size, so powerful.
Don't let the looks deceive you. He is a Lucha Libre practitioner. He's a ball of energy. He's a risk taker. But he's also tremendously powerful as he takes Jericho down.
Great leg strength, as you will see as this match progresses.
Maybe going for a second tope here. Here we go. The top.
Bandito throwing his body over the top and crashing down.
Great crowd here on hand. Big crowd. Glad they're here. Glad you're with us as well.
A big-time main event here tonight in Phoenix, JR.
Fans loving the action of AEW. They got a lot more action coming their way here in Phoenix from our company, which we're very proud to talk about.
And we'll be returning this May 25th for Double or Nothing. And oh, wait a second, Codebreaker, is that going to be it?
Great timing. 1, 2, no, it's not it.
That's masterful. Chris Jericho is a master of positioning himself in a position where only he can gain an advantage, just like we just saw.
Jericho approaching this match like a chess master, but maybe even falling back on those instincts from early in his career when he competed in Mexico as Corazon de Leon, the Lionheart in CMLL.
Jericho, repeated blows. Bandito caught in the corner here.
They'll take their toll.
What did you say?
I said they'll take their toll.
Up on top. Oh. You know, you were talking about Excalibur, the Double or Nothing coming up on Sunday, May 25th here in Glendale. That story was broke on Wednesday by the Arizona Republic.
That will be at the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, AEWTIX.com. As Jericho, the Hurricane Rana.
How about that?
Jericho's so impressive. You look back at his body of work, and it's obviously Hall of Fame worthy. I would suggest right now, if the AEW, when it does have a Hall of Fame, Jericho will be one of the first entrants. That's just my opinion.
A 9-time world champion overall, Dustin Nueve, 24 different championships in his career.
And the man that walked into October 2nd, 2019, the debut of Dynamite as the first ever AEW World Champion. That was Chris Jericho, JR. You make a great point.
I signed Chris Jericho to a big contract with another company years ago, and he's not disappointed. Championships followed in every promotion. As the chops are following Bandito right down the apron.
Jericho turns, comes back. Bandito!
Oh! He didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it, did Bandito.
And fans, this main event for the Ring of Honor World Championship continues on Max and TNT. Well, you can see a short period where they've gone about, 5 or 6 minutes, and both men have delivered a lot of offense to the other.
And JR, you know what I see when I watch Bandito do something like that? You see that heavily taped up wrist, but that's not worrying Bandito. That wrist, that injury that kept him out of action for more than 600 days, that's not on his mind here. What's on his mind is becoming a 2-time Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yeah, he's focused on the right things. Pain is a part of the lifestyle of a AEW star. It's unfortunate to say, but it's just a fact.
Once again, Excalibur, you're talking about the 20 count, and that's exactly what Aubrey Edwards is administering right now. So you can use this 20 count to your advantage, really.
Absolutely.
Absolutely you can. You can just try to regroup, try to heal if possible.
But also, if Bandito beats Chris Jericho to his feet, it could be Bandito dishing out some more punishment to Jericho on the floor. A very dangerous position to put yourself in.
We're up to 12.
Yeah, counting along in Spanish here in Phoenix. Trace.
I knew they lost her somewhere along the way.
Catorce.
Oh, thank you. What's that, Excalibur?
Excalibur lives in San Diego, Tom.
I know he does.
Wait a second now. This is getting perilously close to that 20 count.
It sure is.
Well, Jericho's back in, and here comes this challenger. So both of them are back in the hunt.
All right, slowly both are back in, but they did make the count, like you said. Let's see who can get on the offense first. You notice the back of Jericho?
Yeah, all bruised up.
All right. There it is. A good look at it.
Our camera crew taking you right inside the ring. They do a great job.
Our champion and challenger head-to-head, center of the ring.
Oh, that one stunned Bandito. Bandito rocked back. Here he comes. Jericho said, come on, hit me.
Well, if you like physicality and smash mouth style, that's what you're getting right here with these two yahoos.
Well, that's kind of what we've had the entire show, JR.
We've had an exciting show.
Yes, sir. From the Trios Championship. Tell you what, Collision has been tremendous, especially over the past month or so. We have had some tremendous matches. Look at that. Both men go down.
I know the ratings have been outstanding. They're growing, and we appreciate the fans finding us on Saturday night.
Yes, here we are back at our regular time. Bandito, and he was holding the side of his head. Aubrey Edwards over there checking on him.
That could be a busted eardrum.
You're right.
For Bandito, that'd be disastrous for him.